What you do will matter to your patients, your colleagues, the future of this institution, and if we do it just right, the future of healthcare in Africa. And now, by virtue of the powers invested in me by the Board of Governors of the University of Global Health Equity, and with deep appreciation to our faculty, partners, families, and all who have supported our graduates, I hereby declare the 10th graduation ceremony of the University of Global Health Equity officially open. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda, Prime Minister of Rwanda, all protocols observed. Thank you all for being here today. 2 weeks ago, one of my friends called me about what seemed like a contact dermatitis. It is a skin condition. To be honest, I couldn't remember the medication off the top of my head. So I did what any responsible doctor would do. I took out my phone, checked the treatment, and gave him an answer. As I prepared this speech, the moment took me back to our early days at UGHE. From the very first weeks, many of us shared the same experience. Parents, relatives, and friends asking medical questions we were not yet ready to answer, but fully expected to know. Saying I don't know was not an option. So on the phone, we would politely say, let me call you back shortly, only to consult Google and return with confidence. So, what is the difference between then and 2 weeks ago? The difference is that today, we know when, how, and where to look for answers. We know how to ask better questions, verify information, and work with others when needed. We understand that good medical practice is not about knowing everything, but about knowing how and when to seek help. We thank the government of Rwanda for the peace and security that allowed us to learn and grow. We thank God for granting us strength, protection, and a sense of purpose. As we graduate today, we make a promise to remain true to the mission of UGHE and partners in health. Thank you all for being here today, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
It is a profound honor to stand before you today. Today, we celebrate more than an academic milestone. We celebrate a shared journey, one shaped by purpose, people, and possibility. As students of global health, we're fortunate not only to study about health systems, but observe one in action. We thank the exemplary leadership of the government of Rwanda, headed by the President His Excellency Kagame, for creating a secure, enabling environmental institutions like ours thrive. His Excellency once reminded us in this court, and I quote, if you ever have to choose between being kind and being right, it's better to choose to be kind because you always be right. And that wisdom will guide us far beyond this campus as we move from learning to practicing what we learned. To our faculty and mentors, thank you for teaching us not only how to analyze problems, but how to solve them ethically, sustainably, and always before the 11:59 p.m. deadline. To our families and supporters, this achievement is yours as much as it is ours. And to my fellow graduates, MBBS and MJT classes of 25, congratulations. As we reflect on how grateful we are, let us commit to showing up our communities that need the fruit of our education now more than ever. Wherever we go, let us keep UGHE values such as social justice, equity, and accompaniment as the bare minimum of what we ought to do. Let us lead with transparency, people-centeredness, and carry Rwanda's example of possibility in every community we touch. Thank you very much.
It is my distinct honor and privilege to confer upon Your Excellency, Mrs. Jeannette Kagame, this degree of Doctor of Humane Letters Honoris Causa, in recognition of your exceptional leadership, distinguished public service, and contributions to education, health, and equity in Rwanda, across Africa, and beyond.
distinguished guests, parents, friends, and families present here today, muraho neza. Good afternoon to all, and my heartfelt congratulations to our graduates. Thank you, Dr. Jean Kim, for your kind and thoughtful words. It's a real pleasure to be with you here today, although the absence of Muganga Mwiza makes this graduation somewhat bittersweet, as we mark UGHE's first graduation of the Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery program, and also the 10th anniversary. It's with mixed emotions that I received this great gift, an honor and a tribute to a true friend of Rwanda. To be honored in this way is a gift for which I can only find a few words. Yet, to be watched from heaven by a dear friend, as we celebrate those who have sought to honor his legacy through their own excellence, means that I must try. What a milestone. For a long time, solutions in our health system were often seen as something that had to come from elsewhere. Today, we affirm a different truth. Pain, disease, and avoidable death are not our destiny, and neither are we bound to wait for answers to arrive from afar. So, dear graduates, your greatness is revolution in the making. Congratulations for choosing to lay your brick in the resilience of our systems. May your contribution to global health and to the lives we save and improve bear witness to the words of every late night of study, every moment of doubt, and every final push of determination. Ladies and gentlemen, we knew someone who lived by this truth, giving selfless from his own healing hand, his own wise heart, to help all those touched by his presence. Dear guests, I'm deeply honored to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. I accept this honor with keen awareness of the responsibility with which it comes, reflecting on the shared commitment that brings us together today. The belief that health is a fundamental right, human right, and that equity must remain at the center of how we educate, how we serve, and how we lead. There is no nobler cause, no greater act of love than to protect and heal. In times where hostility and conflict have made their roaring return across the world, to heal is to be a soldier of the good fight. How proud I am to speak among the ranks today with this deeply honoring gift. Our dear friend, Dr. Paul Farmer, may not be here with us in physical form to celebrate this achievement, but his presence is felt today and will endure far beyond this moment, for this award is the result of his work, his faith and brilliance, and drive of our youth, and his commitment to social justice and health equity. Muganga Mwiza was one of the rare believers in the inherent dignity of non-negotiable worth of every human being. One of the rare faithfuls whose own incredible academic track record he refused to use as a token of moral or intellectual superiority over others, but as a testament to his responsibility to be of service. Dr. Farmer, how we miss you, how we welcome your light to shine through us all. And to my dear friend Didi, the children Sebastian, Lizo, and Catherine, thank you for your strength, your grace, and your unwavering commitment for always standing beside Dr. Paul Farmer, enabling his work to bear incredible impact in profound ways, and for continuing to embody the spirit, compassion, and moral courage that defined his life and work. We are grateful for you, for the altruism with which you have allowed us to consider you our very own angel in heaven too. Dear guests, let us never lose sight of the mission. Education is a lifeline. It gives us dignity and hope and reminds us that our circumstances will not define our future. Rather, it empowers us to shape those futures with our minds and with our hearts, while equipping us with the ability to adapt, to persevere, and to navigate life's ever growing uncertainties with resilience, wisdom, and purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, we know to whom we owe our young graduates' engagement in this journey. Founded through Partners in Health, UGHE is indeed built in the principle that excellence in health education must go hand in hand with equity, and that the leadership in medicine and public health should be grounded not only in technical knowledge and academic rigor, but also in compassion, justice, commitment, and inclusive services. Paul Farmer, along with his fellow visionaries in this calling, Ophelia and Jim Kim, believed deeply that no one deserves to receive second-rate institutions or second-best care. UGHE stands as a living expression of that belief, a holistic ecosystem of education and care, rooted in and accountable to communities too often left behind, affirming that excellence in health belongs to all. I thank the leadership, faculty, partners, and students of UGHE for your dedication and vision. I thank the government of Rwanda for leading our country into space that fosters shared global progress and makes possible the brilliance we celebrate today. Thank you once again for honoring me with this degree. I receive it with deep humility and gratitude, and with a profound sense of belonging to the University of Global Health Equity. I reaffirm my commitment to UGH's mission and values, and I look forward to working peacefully together in service and to continue bending the arc towards equity, dignity, and health for all. I thank you all for your kind attention.